Remember yesterday they said that they updated the weapons detection system in the trains. I'm like, yep, that's because they had to recruit them, drug addicts to really try to harm me. I'm like, yeah, that's right. Gonna be a problem today. Not tomorrow, not the day after, only today. I was like, yeah, you heard that? Problem. Like, oh my goodness, that's so funny. You know what kind of people will come to the street? Russians. Dude, he has a blood sugar. You see that guy? Look, he walks out. Took it to LAPD. It's pretty insane. I'm just going to imitate LAPD for a second.
Good afternoon. Ada Murillo asked me, while the LAPD continues to waste millions of taxpayer dollars defending internal lawsuits that are entirely preventable due to the mismanagement, negligence, and a narcissistic leadership culture that falsely portrays the disciplinary process as fair, consistent, and equitable, the civilian workforce continues to be the sacrificial lambs. We already have city workers living in their cars, quite contribute to the homeless crisis, laying off 155 civilians in LAPD
that are in the disability department, that are in the aging department are going to get cut. My civilian folks in LAPD are getting cut. And normally they will call me for something that's happening in the workplace. But now this is targeting their community, targeting their home. And so I really want them to come up with solid solutions, creative ways to preserve the workforce in LA. This is unacceptable. If we want to be a first-class city, we got to start acting like a first-class city.
Solo
And I need
housing,
leadership to
stopping me
stand
from
up
charging
and
my
come
phone
up
or
with
something
creative
like
ways.
that.
And just
Working
like
with
my
these
sister Ada
definite
said, please start listening to
traffickers
Ken, 'cause I
is
actually
more
follow him on social
disrespectful
media,
and
he breaks it
unacceptable.
down.
You think they might call me? They might not call me. Anyway, since I might not have free, an equal right to speak because I had to put my information down, and there's a agenda. Well, what's a spore? Disposition. Oh shoot, they dispositioned me. Action taken for general report commission. This is for public works and stuff. Man, this is what happens when you don't educate, and you want to give only certain people, rights to education and employment, only based on their race or color, and especially their orientation, but their, criminal orientation,
Our organization specifically,
or their, occupation orientation. Sounds right.
Healthcare and employment in our city. First, reductions to public services and social. TGI plus individuals access to safe housing, affirming healthcare, and cultural competent support is not a luxury. It is a matter of life and death. The proposed budget fails to prioritize these needs, putting our community at a greater risk of homelessness, violence, and health disparities. Eliminating frontline city staff, reducing funding for people, so access to care and resources that organizations like
So you're literally just protecting, trans prostitutes, and you want to give them health care and, housing and everything. Sounds about right. It's crazy. Oh well. Appreciate your time anyway.
We're still the most understaffed and underfunded big city fire department in the country.
No, that's not true.
We know the city's done some massive budget deficits, but we don't have about half the fire department we should have compared to other big cities.
That's not true.
We ask all of you to put budget requests that we just sent this morning. We can't keep throwing money at a homeless problem that isn't getting better and has no accountability.
LAPD doesn't have any accountability, but you work with them.
Every single day. Your LAPD firefighters on the front lines of this crisis, along with many of the other employees here today, and we deserve to get that money. Thank you very much.
You deserve that money? I deserve my social security, but you want to work a cartel. They steal our money every day.
Good afternoon, council members. Transformative Planning, part of City Planning. The Office of Transformative Planning was established in June 2020 at a critical moment for our country.
That's why they want to transform me into a trans prostitute. Very simple.
We see the impact of this practice.
I just like might as well humiliate him. I'm like, shoot, it's very crazy. I'm like, yeah.
Let's respond to this dark moment with a budget that reflects our values. The obvious place to start is Rep LA. Thank you.
There's such a don't say that to some people. Oh my man. Trans.
With all due respect, this budget
Police.
is insane. It's so worrisome to see this council trying nearly enough to address climate change. We have one piece of ordinance.
You just blame fossil fuels for the fire. That's crazy.
Jobs at these programs we
But,
need
you know,
oil and gas well compliance
fossil
programs
fuels,
to be expanded,
Edison,
not reduced. We need the oil monetization
the
program
Pasadena
to be
fires,
expanded as well
I'm
instead of
like,
reduced. And
unions,
on the other hand, we need public
it
transit
all
so that
adds
people
up.
can reduce their use of fossil fuels. So we cannot
And
make
especially, you
any
know,
more cuts
college
to
students,
transport department.
all
The
adds up.
Olympics are coming and they're
It
not going
all
to
adds
drive
up.
here. They're going to be transit.
all
Makes
adds
no
up.
sense.
It all adds up.
So many more
Freaking
things to say. I hope
all
you will
of
read
these
the
people
review.
add up. You know, people looking at you deadly. I'm like, it all adds up now. All adds up. People looking at you deadly. Freaking people looking at you crazy. You know, lawyers watching out over you. Police officers talking to themselves over you. I'm like, it all adds up now. Soul Housing is not going to be happy when I get back. Trust me. You know, it's pretty crazy.
So that
Insane.
behavioral health specialists and community workers can serve more
Insane.
housed.
By the way, does that guy look like a comedian member or does he look like a gang member? It wouldn't matter, you know, because you would literally have to expose, you know, him and who he works for. And, you know, it's a racial issue. So.
Larger signs or flags. I just wanted to note that there's a council rule that forbids the use of those. It has nothing to do with what they say or stand
No,
for.
it's because I'm
It's only we can treat everybody equally.
no.
The real purpose
It's
of it
because
is that you can see this a full house
exposing
here.
that, right,
So if we
yeah.
have large signs, then it can actually prevent people behind you from being able to see
Insane.
what's going on.
Yes, please.
You know why they
come
have
on.
those
Thank
signs up.
you.
They know exactly why they have those signs up. I'm like, that's right. They know exactly why they have those signs up and those flags up.
Non-employees for the city of Los Angeles. My name is Cheryl Evans. As
So-
we navigate
Center, I'm
That's
here
it.
to speak in support of the Office of Wage
That's
Standards as
insane.
well as the support.
After the speaker is done, they could come up. So basically, all these people, they're observing for no reason.
People, every person, they owe another person.
And don't worry, you know, USC or UCLA, don't worry, LAPD or anybody else, especially you, LAUSD. I'm going to make sure I expose all of you, because that is a shame, and I'll tell you why.